Well, someone who's also weighed into the debate about the Adelaide Oval is former Attorney-General Michael Atkinson, and he joined me in the studio late today. Michael Atkinson, thanks for your time. Now, you've raised concerns about the way the Adelaide Oval debate is being played out. Why?
I think News Limited, and in particular its publications, Adelaide Now and The Advertiser, are having a disproportionate influence on the debate. It's the company policy to have a city stadium, and have a city stadium at any price. And I think politicians of both sides, Labor and Liberal, have to be courageous and look after the public interest rather than corporate welfare.
But didn't you okay the spending of an extra $85 million when you were in Cabinet?
No, that was in the parliamentary party, in the caucus. But yes, I'm a party to that decision and I fully support it. Indeed, I would like to see top-grade football back at Adelaide Oval. I'm of that generation that used to camp outside Adelaide Oval the night before the big finals matches to get the best seats, and I'd love to see football back at Adelaide Oval, but not at any price.
Are you saying then that this government is scared of Rupert Murdoch?
I think every political party in Australia is scared of News Limited, and in South Australia scared of The Advertiser and Adelaide Now. They shouldn't be if they're acting in the public interest. Our job is to act in the public interest and to go for a AFL football at Adelaide Oval, but with a capped cost, so much and no more.
So is the Adelaide Oval redevelopment not in the public interest?
I think it would be in the public interest up to a particular expenditure, which I think at the moment is $535 million of taxpayers' money. But beyond that, I think it's highly conjectural whether more than that should be spent, particularly with the horror budget we're facing.
So are you saying that that line will get pushed by News Limited in an attempt to get the project up?
News Limited will, through its publications, give the impression that there is overwhelming public demand to make the Adelaide Oval redevelopment a priority over nearly all other priorities of government, and that is wrong. This is an issue where the government and the opposition both have to be courageous and hold the line in the public interest against strong corporate pressure.
Do you think they won't hold the line, that this not a cent more will happen again?
I'm there as a backbencher to do everything to make sure that my party holds the line, and I hope that other parties aren't cowed by the overwhelming strength of News Limited.
Now, another matter with News Limited, you've renewed your call for internet political comment to be controlled. Why?
I think if one is publishing material in the election period which is calculated to affect the result of the election, it is best if it is published in the name of a real person rather than a false name, or indeed purporting to come from another real person from whom it doesn't come.
But couldn't this be stifling debate?
I don't really think it's a high price to pay to keep elections clean for people to put their real name to their commentary just in that election period, the 4 weeks of the election. Nevertheless, we've given in to News Limited, in whose commercial interest anonymous blogging is, and we have changed the law to let them rip.
All right, thank you very much for your time, and we should also point out that you were a former employee of News Limited, weren't you?
I was never an employee of News Limited. I worked for The Advertiser before it was taken over by News Limited.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And I should also point out that I am a columnist for The Advertiser. And The Advertiser's editor, Melvin Mansell, has issued a statement in response to Mr Atkinson, and this is part of what he says. Michael Atkinson appears to be trying to become a champion of censorship yet again. His own party forced him to concede this was not a proper course in February, in his last days as Attorney-General. Mr Mansell said The Advertiser and Adelaide Now play a crucial part in giving the people of this state a vibrant and strong voice in a media market which is more open than it has ever been.